another glorious September day, 16th of September to be exact, and I've returned to Eakring because there's a hint of some Red Admiral migration as butterflies return south. Yeah, I've been here nearly 10 minutes now, and I'm going to stand just a bit further up to the left. But there's been 3 Red Admirals through already. There's a light breeze, and whether this will come out well on video, I have no idea. Sometimes these Red Admirals fly close to you, and they'll all fly about 2 foot from the ground and follow the contours. So you may get a bit of wheezy running. It'll be short-lived, like, but it's a perfect day for it, and they appear to be going southwest at the moment. And what they tend to do, some of them will use the lee of this hedge here, the lee being on that side in these conditions because the wind is going across but they will fly into the wind, so you may get some flight shots, but don't expect too much. But a great vantage point. This is just outside of Eakring, part of Red Hill, and we're looking west there. And if I swing round, Edwinstowe and Thoresby Colliery, and then straight north. It's a great vantage point for migration. Spent many an hour up here counting migratory birds. Some fantastic days. Also had some good days counting migratory butterflies. So we'll see what happens. We'll give it an hour and see what happens. Well, that's looking east over Eakring Flash. Swing round Lounderwood. Great vista from up here, and it's brilliant. There's just been another Red Admiral through, so that's 4. And here's ideal to stand, and I'll tell you why. Because the skyline is, well, at my height. So as Red Admirals come over the hedge on the right hand side, you can see them as they hop over the hedge, and then you can pick them up on that horizon over there. And of course they will also come this side and come along this field here. So I'll go back just a tad more. So 4 within, probably getting on towards quarter of an hour now, is a decent sign. Sounds like there's a few meadow pipits moving as well, which is typical of your second half of September. And so if I'm quick enough and I see one coming towards us, a Red Admiral, then it'll be all action stations. But you need some patience, because you don't get huge numbers. You can't, well, you can get good numbers. You can get groups of Red Admirals, not flocks. I don't know what you call a group of butterflies flying through, but they are loose groups. Yeah, maybe up to 5 or half a dozen and they'll fly through at the same time and catch it on a good day, and it is exciting. But even to stand out on a nice day like this is good enough. The butterflies are a bonus. Pleasantly warm, and just approaching half an hour of standing here, or half an hour since I got here, and the total's gone up. 7 Red Admirals through, all singles, sort of well spaced in time apart, but also I think 4 large whites gone through, and a possible green veined white. I have seen green veined whites moving through before, but in an exceptional year. I can't remember the year. Very dry period when everything was moving. Peacocks, even commas, and all 3 whites. And the large whites are, well, the UK population is supplemented by migrants anyway. So we're not doing too bad actually. That's not a bad count. There's a group of 3 meadow pipits coming through here. But nothing major bird wise, but it's a good wrap today, this kind of day. Fair weather cloud, bit of a breeze. Some more meadow pipits coming here. Here's another 4 flying low. I don't know whether you'll pick them out. Oh, there's 6. Another 2. Another one somewhere. The signs of autumn. I'm hoping that a Red Admiral comes through close enough for me to get near to. I still wait. Most are going to the left of me, but 2 have gone sort of just behind me and then headed off towards those 2 turbines. But we'll see what happens. It's a nice sky. Just pop back to the car. Just have a drink, alcohol free, and what Red Admiral migration there was appears to have stopped, which is what happens. And it's still quite early, so there's plenty of time yet. Good days later this month will probably be better. I've not seen many Red Admirals locally anyway, so but, it will continue on 5 days in October. So I'm going to go over there, walk along top of the meadow, and maybe down to the bottom and round. It'll be a nice little walk. I've not done it for a while. I'll see if we can find anything on this travels. If not, it'll just be a nice walk. Just walking along the top of the meadowland at Red Hill. Bit of cloud at the moment, but just fair weather cloud. The sun will be out shortly. It's a really good piece of meadowland, this. I'll show you a bit like that. And this was the last place, if I remember rightly, that I ever saw Wall Brown in Nottinghamshire. And this time of year, there'd have been some adults knocking around. Late 2nd, or I think even a 3rd brood. I used to like to breed them, Wall Browns. They were always easy and gave you something to do. You always had some success. But this is a fabulous piece of meadowland. Look at that. Not me, that. And it's a lovely day. that bit of a breeze, it may sound like it's blown a gale on microphone line. And just down here, I've seen two more Red Admirals actually, which one while I was just leaving the car, and then another went through a couple of minutes after. So that takes the total up to 9 so far. It's about 12:15. But butterfly migration, it does tend to stop when it gets cloudy. In the big painted lady migration, spring 2009 I think it was, when we were doing counts from the top of Red Hill, we had a similar kind of day actually. A lot of blue sky, but some cumulus cloud like this that you see behind me. And as soon as the sun disappeared behind the cloud, you could see painted ladies, most painted ladies, descend to the floor. And then once the sun was back out, off they'd go again and continue. That was a remarkable day, that was. Not a bad view. Apart from me being in it as the sun starts to come out now. So, I will continue down here. At the same time, keeping an eye out for any Red Admirals still going through. It could be that that bit of breeze has just made them follow the leaves of hedges more. What you shall see, because where I'm heading now is a lot more sheltered. You don't find these things out unless you put a bit of effort in to find out. And just down here is the remnants of the old railway line. I think it's just a mineral line that fed the pits. Certainly been disused for many, many years. Anyway, I'll shut up and get walking down there. That's going to be my seat for a few minutes. In a minute. Quiet in terms of things to find and see. But I could think of many worse places to be right now than here. A lovely September day. You get a nice day in September and it's usually perfect. It's never too hot. There's always that bit of warmth there, so it's never cold on a nice September day. It's usually just right. And it's a very nice sky. The clouds occasionally building up and then it disperses a little bit. Nothing threatening. All in all, a beautiful autumn day. I love old posts and old gates like this that are textured and have been weathered over the years. They're now covered by an array of lichens. Even though the wood's dead still gives life to something. And these posts have evidence of one of nature's most fabulous nest builders. You're not going to like it. These pale horizontal stripes on the edge of this plank of wood, this old style, that's not seen anybody go over it ever since, well, I've been coming to Eakring for too many years, man and boy and all that, and I don't think it's ever been used. The reason why it's not been used is because there's no gate, so you don't have to climb it. But it's stayed here all these years and is now being well used by wasps. And those paler horizontal, almost yellowish marks are where the wasps have come, the workers have come, landed and have chewed that into a pulp. They chew it into a pulp, take it back to the nest and use that in the construction of the colony's nest. Absolutely amazing things, and I know people say wasps are no good for nothing, but they are. And it's complete fallacy that wasps sting you for no reason. Wasps will sting you, yes. It's not that they're short-tempered, it's just that when they sting you, or go to sting you, you've done something to piss them off. Usually it's wafting your arms around, so the wasp automatically thinks it's being attacked. Otherwise, they'll leave you well alone. It's funny how people love honeybees and bumblebees, but yet hate wasps. And they all sting you for the same reason. And there is a wasp that's just visited here, but it's not on this bit, it's below me. So, let's hope he comes back to what must be his favourite spot, because this is the only bit, this edge of the wood is the only bit where it's been, the wood's been gathered by the wasps. So we'll see if one turns up. Well, unfortunately, the butterfly movement never continued. But still, 9 Red Admiral, 4 large white, and I did get 1 painted lady go through. There's a white, look. Making its way through. See, that's a direct fly. There's loads of whites knocking around, and they've been sort of flying low over the field. In fact, there's one coming through the field there now. But they are always more difficult to detect. But there's always another day. Looks a bit dark over there, isn't it? Thankfully that's gone past. Anyway, time to go home. Thirsty.